Good morning. And you know, the first thing I do, look at the tropics as we're heading toward the peak of the season, officially September 10th. And you can see a little change in the Atlantic. You know, we had a risk that was lowered a bit. And this is way out in the open Atlantic here, where you see this little bubble here is now from orange to red. So new information showing a 70% chance of development. But as we look at the overall picture, long range models, we may still get Dolly, okay, with that said, but still as it moves to the west, likely encountering a lot of wind shear and hostile environment. So this could actually bring some much needed rain to the Windward Islands and especially Puerto Rico that's experiencing an extreme drought at this time. So just keep checking back. But for today, looking wonderful out there. In fact, let's take a look outside. Let's look at those temperatures. Right now, we're mainly into the middle 70s from St. Augustine to Neptune Beach to Jacksonville here. And we're in a pattern of persistence where we're seeing, yes, the quieter starts, although yesterday we had some rain, and then the lightning coming in the afternoon. So right now, this morning compared to yesterday, it's beautiful. We don't have the lightning around, and it does look like that lightning will hold off until later in the afternoon. And then, yes, we get the rainbows like we saw yesterday. Not just rainbows, we had double rainbows around the area. It's tough to make it out, but there's a second rainbow here. I want to thank Patty Wilkes for sending this in, and this is something you can expect once again today. Yep, we're your school headquarters every morning and your sunrise headquarters in our school of the day, but the Ponte Vedra Sharks will give this morning an A, as that rain we saw yesterday is no longer with us. And then we take a look at the scattered storms coming this afternoon. So a C for the kids getting out of school. One thing that we are tracking with the rain holding off until later today, yes, the heat and the feels like temperatures. All right, so we've got temperatures by noon right around 90 degrees. There's that feels like temperature of 102. And then notice our higher rain chances toward 5 o'clock. But notice nothing crazy here. Okay, so if anything, we've lowered the rain chances just a bit, okay, down to 40%, and that's more of a widely scattered type of storm day. Now, the reason why we've got this pattern of persistence, well, we've got this front laid out here across the deep south, so it tends to be a magnet for moisture. But today, just a very weak front that continues to slowly weaken. So that's why I've lowered the rain chances just a bit, but we can expect another round of lightning. Temperatures, we're showing you those mid 70s. Could be a little fog out there, especially over areas that had that heavy rain yesterday. And then notice the quiet start giving way to some of those storms. And notice how much more widely scattered they are compared to the last couple of days as we go into late afternoon, early evening. Today's highs, maybe going to the beach a little later on. Well, we got mid to upper 80s along the coast. And then we've got temperatures inland mainly around the low 90s. Now, as we go through the weekend, we're waiting on a bit of a wind shift. Right now, we've had that tropical southwest flow that keeps those afternoon storms in the forecast. Maybe more of an east to northeast wind by Sunday. So I think as we look at the next several days, maybe Sunday will be the day you notice a little bit of a difference with fewer storms. We take a look at our jumbo shrimp baseball. There it is. We've got the lightning maybe on the way to the stadium, so be careful getting there. And then we're going to play ball at 7:05. Big weekend forecast. Here it is. All the new data in, and it still looks like Saturday would be the afternoon where we could have those storms, likely have those backup plans. But again, based on the latest information overnight, nothing too crazy out there, but there could be some downpours and some rain amounts of 1 to 2 inches. And then Sunday, we said a wind shift out of the east-northeast, so that could actually push most of that storm activity a little farther south. And I'll lower that rain chance once again for our weather pick of the weekend with that high of 91 degrees. So we'll continue to filter through all these models this morning, but I can tell you over the weekend, not a washout, and it still looks like Sunday is our weather pick. We take a look at our big forecast that includes football, the Jaguars Friday, and high school football. And notice we'll get that rain and that lightning round in before kickoff, it looks like, with those highs in the low 90s. Saturday lowered the temp just a bit, a little more active in the afternoon with some higher chances of storms. Sunday, lower in the rain chance, and there it is. By Monday, Tuesday, not bad. That east-northeast wind, yeah, keeps those temperatures mainly in the upper 80s instead of low 90s with lower rain chances.